record on the computer. Okay, and then it is Monday morning, so we are going to be talking about our MVP, and this morning's topic is like the virtual office, going into the virtual office and like what we should navigate and stuff. And then we will do like answering questions and that sort of thing. So our MVP for this week for our Monday morning is Elizabeth June. So Elizabeth is she's one of our team members, and she has been really working hard in the last couple of weeks on connecting with people and sharing the lifestyle, and enrolled a new member, and she has been very diligent with her social media, and that was something we were working on last week, was social media and learning all the things, and she's been doing it, so showing up, and yeah, so she's our MVP for Monday, so I'm so excited for her.
Congratulations.
Yes, she works in the daytime, so she couldn't be on the call, but and we will let her know. Yes. Yay. I know, excited. So we are going to spend 15 minutes just talking about our virtual office, and then sharing a screen. Oh my goodness, I didn't even think about sharing my virtual office screen. I'm like, who can I go into? So I'm gonna do screen share and share my screen. Are you on your way to work, Candace?
I am, but I'm going to be parked here shortly.
Okay. So
Cute picture, Mel.
What's that?
Oh, I just saw a picture of you. It was cute.
Oh. Okay. So I'm going to go in, and I am actually going to okay. Whoops. Okay, I'm going to go into this account here. Okay, so this is our virtual office, and we're just going to go over some basic things. Candice, is there anything that you would like us to go over, or do you just want it to be like kind of a general?
I don't think there's anything specific. I don't have like I don't have a downline or anything, so I don't have any of that information in there. But
yes.
Yeah, just a general overview on how to like sort of navigate everything. Because the only thing I really do in it is look up products, right? So.
Right. Okay. Okay. So we'll just go as if you were like a brand new member, and you're just kind of looking at your virtual office, your account. We call it your virtual office. You'll also hear it be called the VO, right there, VO, virtual office. So one thing that is really important when you are just learning how to navigate it in here is you will see actually some things that can confuse you. So let's clear those up right off the bat. You will see on the left-hand side in your menu, it will say monthly order, and it will say shop. And then there is also the cute little cart button up in the top right-hand corner. And when you're shopping online, you generally want to click your cart button. In this case, do not click the cart button. That is not where you want to process your order, because that is not the place that you are going to earn your essential reward points. That is where you will not get your free promo item, monthly promo item for placing your 100 PV order. You the only time you would ever use shop is if you are not an essential rewards member, and you will always want to be an essential rewards member because that's where all the cool stuff is.
You know, and it's so funny because I actually didn't know what it was at first, and when I got enrolled, I just got enrolled into it. I had no idea what it was. So when I had a glitch in my order and I got 2 things shipped, and I was like, I don't want to be on this. I don't even know what this stuff is. So I missed out on like 2 months of like not getting essential rewards. I was like so devastated.
Oh, yeah, I would be too, because there's some pretty amazing things, right? And then your points, they add up. So
yeah.
So when you want to, you're signed up, and if you have enrolled with any of us on this team, 99% of our members are going to be enrolled on Essential Rewards program, right? So the Essential Rewards program is a loyalty program that is the best loyalty program around. You will get 10% back the first 3 months of ordering, and then you get 20% back after that. And after 2 years, you get 25% back. So
I know I did my 20%, and I'm getting a free grapefruit for my loyalty oil this month. I'm so excited.
That is exciting. And grapefruit oil is awesome for hormones. It's one of the oils that are in the hormone roller. So you have peppermint, grapefruit, and rosemary. So
I know, now I just got to put rosemary on my order, my next order.
Yeah, so that's exciting. Okay, so make sure that you want to do your monthly order. That's the button you are going to click to make your order. So the Essential Rewards, the loyalty program, that means you're committing to purchasing every month. And it's so easy because we're a lifestyle company. We have everything you need. You want to switch out your products. We like, your cleaners, your laundry detergents, your toothpaste, your deodorant, your makeup, all of it. It is there. So it becomes quite easy when you start becoming aware of the ingredients in your products. You're going to be more aware of like why it's important to have non-toxic products, and you'll start learning and understanding why this is such a great option and how easy it is every month. Like, I don't go to the store anymore for anything except for groceries and clothes. That's it. I buy everything else through my own store here and get the points.
Well, I just had a major win this like last week because I washed all my floors with my cleaner, and I haven't washed my floors in a while. So I washed them with the cleaner, and I was like so surprised how quick it dried, which was amazing. And then even my husband looked down the hallway. He's like, oh, there's like no streaks. There's no like nothing. I'm like, no, because there's no residue everywhere. And then I cleaned the bathroom, and he was like, oh my God. I was like, yeah, because I just wiped the mirror. So I had another bucket full of cleaner, and I wiped the mirror, and I thought, oh, I got to go back and like dry that with paper towel. By the time I turned around, it was like dry, and it was like glistening. And I was like, oh my God.
That's awesome. Yeah.
I was like, everything's shining in my bathroom now. I'm like, what?
Yeah,
isn't it amazing for cleaning windows? It blows my mind.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like this, and I just put a cap full, like in a big bucket of water, and I was like washing my tub and everything, and I was like, I cannot believe this. I have super hard water, and it's like everything's always so gross, and I'm like, what is going on? This stuff's amazing.
It is.
And even my cat, he came in, and as soon as I washed the floor, he's like sniffing the floor. He's like it was like, he's like, this smells good. I'm gonna roll around on it.
Oh, that's awesome. Okay, so monthly order, that's where you want to click. And you heard us say like essential rewards, talking about essential reward points. That's this up here where it says rewards point balance.
Okay.
Yeah. And so there's like 206 points. I'm like, I'm going to go shopping and spend them for this person. This is my son, just so y'all know. I'm not stalking somebody else's account. But I'm like, seriously? I'm like, do you even know you have that? Okay, so you click your monthly order every month. That's what you want to do. Go in. You want to place your order from the 1st to the 5th because that's when you get a $10 credit. And I mean, you can do it afterwards, but you don't get the $10 credit. And that $10 credit is kind of like
it's helped me a lot because I've used my credits a few times just because like I haven't had enough money. Yeah. And I'm like, one time I used $40 and I just used like 25 or something this last time.
Yeah.
And it just helps with like just getting that like extra little bit of stuff that you want.
It does. And it adds up so quickly. So yeah. And then this is, you just click change order, and this is where you want to find the products that you need. And then it'll tell you down here. So right here is the subtotal of your PV, your product value. That is the number that you will be getting the 10% or the 20% or the 25% back on. Is that there? It tells you in the subtotals.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And then
it's a lot nicer on the computer than it is on my phone, that's for sure.
Absolutely. It really is. It really is. And then, yeah, it will keep everything on here that you order from the last time. So if I was like, okay, I want to get this Rudavella roll-on, and you click on it and you go down and it'll be like, okay, there it is. But there's also what he got last month. And
okay.
Then, so if you don't want those, you need to just delete them. Otherwise, they will send it to you. Because sometimes there's products that you do want every month, right? Like you want the Ninja every single month, and then you leave it on there. Or maybe you go through a certain oil and you're like, let's just leave that on there. So it works out really cool. If you forget to change it before your processing date, they will automatically ship you what's in your cart, because it is our responsibility to go in and change it. And that is the processing date that you would have. Discard the changes. I don't know if you want any Rudavella. But so the processing date, right, is here. You can change that to whenever. So see, his is like on the 24th, but remember I was like, you want to process your order before the 5th of the month. You can actually go in and you can choose all the products that you want, and then you can click this button on any single day of the month before your processing day, and it says process today. I'm not clicking on it because I do not want him to get more of whatever it was he had on there. But you click it, and then that means, so if we click this button today and put the order through,
yeah,
the processing date would skip to February. Then it would not process again in January, because you only do.
Okay.
Yeah, you only do one ER order every single month.
Okay.
So it won't let you do two. So it'll automatically change itself. you can always change your shipping address, you can change your payment method, and in your order history, like you can go in your order history and it shows you all of the things. So you can click on like, okay, here's my order. And this is where people are like, oh, well, I went and I checked on my order and it's not here yet. And you're like, how do you know? Because they give you a tracking number and you just click on the tracking number and it'll tell you, right? So.
Oh, okay. I actually never knew where to go to that. Where did you go again? Sorry.
You just go into order history. Like you can get to it from your drop down menu, order history, or you can, when you click monthly order, your summary will pop up and it'll give you that option there too. So there's 2 ways to get to it. Yeah.
Okay.
And yeah, so that's pretty straightforward. The reward points, like I just clicked on where it says reward points, it's in the drop down menu, probably on your phone.
Yeah.
And it says, it'll tell you all the things. Oh, he better use some of these points before, right? Like they expire in July. He has 74 that will expire. There's his balance. Currently earning 20% because he has been a member for 12 months. He's ordered for 12 consecutive months. You are limited to 375 points per month. So don't save up like $700 or 700 points and think that you can like redeem them. So 375. There is it's pretty easy, right? Like shop now to redeem points. So you can click that button there. If you don't want to go through this, all you do is push details over here in your rewards point balance and it'll bring you over here to the same thing. You can look what you've spent your points on. And then it has a place here that it will teach you more about the essential rewards. It'll walk you through how to use them, that sort of thing if you forget. So that's a resource. So you can shop now, and then it's like, okay, congratulations, you're about to do an order with it's called quick order. So what that means is this is when you will go to the shop. Like it'll automatically take you to the shop because these are points you have earned on your essential reward orders. So you can't use points on an essential rewards order, right? Like it doesn't make sense.
Oh, okay. I see how that works now. Okay, that makes sense. Because I was wondering about that. I know Claudette and I were talking about it, and I was like, I don't understand when you can use your points or like what you can use your points for or whatever, and how do you do it? Because I only order like on my set days, right? Like on the 5th of every month. So I was kind of confused because then I was like, well, when can you use these? Can you do another order? I thought we can only order once a month. So I was all confused.
Yes. So this is like when you need like retail therapy, you go use your points because then you're not actually spending any money. You can do this anytime, however many points you have. Like if you have like 700 points racked up, you can spend up to 375 a month. I'm pretty sure it's just a month. Dora, do you know, I don't know if she's there or not or busy. Do you?
Yes, I'm here.
Is it 375 points per month? Like, I know you can't spend any more than that on an order, but is that like per month? Do you know?
I believe so. I'll double check on that.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So it'll automatically take you to the shop. So that's, like, I know we tell people over and over and over again, do not go into shop, do not go into shop. This is the one time that it's okay. It is the only time it is okay to go into shop. And you continue, and then it looks just the same. You're like, what? That's like no different. And that's That's fine, because it isn't. So you're going to like go into, I don't know. Let's just pick stress and relaxation. Okay. So if you have ever noticed these little purple ribbons that are beside the product value, there's all these little purple ribbons, but there isn't one on this guy. And you're like, what? How come? How come he doesn't have one? Because that means you cannot use your essential reward points on this product, right? Like
Oh, okay.
this product is a $203 product. But there's a 133 one right here. And so anything that has one of these purple ribbons, like see you click on it, says it's reward points eligible. So that
Oh,
means
okay.
you can choose any one of these. So if we're like, okay, we really want nutmeg and we're not willing to pay $13 for it regular. No. So we have our nutmeg oil. You click review and you can choose up. If you have the 375 points, then you can click up to that amount. So here it tells you, so apparently nutmeg, we have a shipping warning. And it's the same as doing your essential rewards order. You pick your shipping that you want, you make sure it's going to the right address, you go to the next step. And this is where it asks you, how do you want to pay for your order? Because remember, you're in shop. So you're like, oh, okay. It gives you here essential reward points, or you could just pay for it.
Right.
And you're like, I want to use my essential reward points. So you click right here and it's like, okay, so that's what you want to use. And then you'll see it says amount to pay now is $10. And you're like, what the heck is that $10 for? That $10 is your shipping and your tax.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Makes sense.
Yes. So if you have like credits, like dollar credits on your account, like the one you'll get your $10 credit before, like when you order before the 5th, if you have a credit on your account, a credit space will pop up here as well. And then you can say, I want to use $10.07. Like if you have it, and then you'll get your whole entire order for free.
Ah, look at that. Who knew?
Yes, that's right. So, so that's something to keep in mind when you are making an essential rewards order, is you will have to pay the shipping. So don't just order a $13 nutmeg when you have like 200 points, because if you want to make it worth your time, right? Like you don't want to be like, oh, I just feel like shopping, I just want to spend them, I can't let it just sit there burning a hole in your pocket kind of thing. Make it worth your $10 of shipping for sure. Okay, now I better get out of here because
You don't want to order him nutmeg.
I'm pretty sure he's not going to want nutmeg. Well, you never know. His girlfriend likes to cook, so I'll be like, it was a present for her.
Mom, all of a sudden I got nutmeg.
I'll be like, I don't know. It's your account. You deal with it.
This is a great tutorial, Mel. You're doing an awesome job.
Thanks.
So how many does it, like when it flags there, like the PV that's beside that number, like when you were looking at like where the little flags are, is that the amount of points that it redeems?
Yes.
Is the number of PV, right?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
And yeah, it'll be a little bit lower than out like the cost of it.
Yeah.
Which is cool.
Okay, but that makes sense. Yeah, I was just wondering because like I was like, okay, I've got like X number of points, but how do I know how many points for what I'm wanting? But okay, that makes sense.
Yes. So there are 2 times that your product value, your PV amount, is important. One is when you are making your monthly order. That is the number you want to check at the bottom, because when you're on Essential Rewards, it's a minimum order of 50 PV. We don't ever give a number like a cost, because it's different, right? Like products can have like almost a like number in product value, but the cost can be different, right? So that is our base number, is 50 PV. So when I make an order, quite honestly, I actually never look at this number over here. And I mean, if you're on a budget and making things work, like absolutely, like do that. But I know for myself that my order has to be 100 PV, right? So the fact that I know that's a requirement for me, I always just look here, subtotal of the PV, and I'm like, okay, like I might glance over there so I know what's coming out of my bank account, but this is my number, that because I know that that's where it has to be, right? So your order has to be 100 PV for you to qualify for the free monthly promo, and also for you to qualify for a commission check when you are a business builder.
Right.
So
I'm
also
excited. I got 190 this month so that I could get the what was it? Endoflex or whatever it is.
yes, that's amazing.
Because I was like, everybody talks about it because it's good for hormones and different things. And I was like, I need to reach that. So how am I going to do it?
Yes. And yeah, so that's awesome. Like people will see that we have, you know, on Gather and Grow Facebook page at the very top, there is always the monthly promos. They change every single month, and it's at different tiers. So it's like 100, 190, and then I can't remember, 200 and something, and then like 300. So that is your monthly tiers, and then you get all the things if you hit the top tier. So definitely worth it, because it's a really good way to grow your collection and try different things that you wouldn't normally purchase.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. So
well, and then some of them are like, you know, you look at some of the ones we get for free and they're like, some of the oils are almost like $100. Like, it's like, geez, I would never probably order that bottle on its own of something because it is that expensive.
Yeah. Yeah, and that's exactly it, right? Like, and it's like, holy smokes, like when you go and see the value of the product you're getting, you're like, that's incredible. Incredible. We have an incredible company. They love on us so much.
I've been planting so many seeds this weekend.
Oh, cool.
I have like some coworkers that are going through some stuff, and I'm like, I said to the one girl, I posted in Gather and Grow because she has high blood pressure and stuff.
Yeah.
And I said to her, I'm like, I said, plus she suffers from a lot of the sinus stuff that I do.
Yeah.
And I said, well, it's because I said we're exposed to so many toxins here because all we're using is all these chemicals all day long.
Yeah.
And I said, and then we're going home and using more. I said, so she has family in the Philippines that uses Young Living, and she was like, oh, but it's so expensive. And then I kind of broke it down to her, and I'm like, yeah, expensive, but at what cost? Like I said, you got to really break that down on what you're thinking is expensive, because long-term effects, or, you know. So she was like, oh, okay. Like, so I said, and if you want to get off medications, like, this is the only way you can start introducing new things and take away the chemicals and the toxins in your home.
That's right. And you pay for your,
like, her whole family in the Philippines is on it. Is using Young Living. I'm like, what are you doing?
That's awesome. Awesome. Yeah. Jump on the boat. Yeah. And I mean, we pay for our health either way, right? We can either pay for our health now or our illness later. So much better. I would much rather invest in my health and prevent the illness for sure. Yes. And then if you are just new and starting, go into member resources and check that out, because that is where you are going to learn all of the things. They have links in here for everything. Essential reward facts. Like if you're like, okay, I still don't get what essential rewards are, like how do you get those? You go to member resources and click on this link. There's a video on how to enroll a new member with essential rewards. You want to watch that. That's incredibly important. And also, like, these are just awesome links on like just wanting to get started, and so many good things in here, because these are things that we might skip over, jump over, because we have been doing this, right? Like we focus so much on classes and things like that, that we might jump over some of this stuff. And like you said, right, like what's going on? Like, I don't even know how to get my essential rewards. Like, how do I do that? So there's a ton of resources. You go to the bottom, and this is like your treasure chest at the bottom. If you want to know what our compensation plan is, like how do I make money in this? Like how is anybody making money? You go and you read the compensation plan. If there are policies, because everybody has policies for every business, there has to be like rules and guidelines. This is where you will find them. The Business Center, Young Living University is exactly that. Young Living University. We all know that university is a place where you are going to learn things. That's where you go to learn. Incredible, crazy things in there. Like I don't know, it blew my mind when I found all of that stuff. NHP means our natural health products. Starter kits, it's there's starter kit tools in here. International, right? Like if you have, like that lady has family member over in Philippines, and if it's like, how do I, like, how do I know that we're even over there, or what do we do? That's where you go. Shareable graphics, incredible resource. Virtual office training is right there. So if you click on that, it will take you through basically, it will walk you through everything you need to know to navigate this virtual office. So that is a button you want to click for sure. Yeah, and then product education, Bridge to Gold, lots of cool things. Our catalogs are in here, price list, dangerous goods list. What do you mean we have dangerous goods? They're not like toxic or dangerous or any, like they're considered for shipping, just kind of, right? Like, here we go. That it means, see, they might be flammable, means this could ignite and burn if shaken or exposed to extreme temperatures. Transporting to Canada, right? Like we don't want to ship to a place that our product, maybe like Ninja, might freeze and the bottle might break. So those are the things in the way that they are considered dangerous. They are not dangerous to your health. They are not toxic. They are not anything like that. Yeah, so this is like incredible. This is where you want to spend a lot of time in here. It's just really cool. There is, for people who are thinking of becoming a business builder, and you know what? You don't even need to be a business builder. If you're like, oh, this product is great, and you have a friend and you tell your friend and your friend's like, I want some, you are going to get a thank you check for that enrollment, irregardless. And nothing defines us as business builders except us. We are the ones that say, hey, I'm going to, put the time and effort into building this as a business. You can share as just a consumer, but Young Living wants to show you that they appreciate you and the fact that you are sharing their products. So you will get a thank you check. They do the old-fashioned check in the mail. If you want something different, you go into member resources and you fill out the direct deposit instructions. And that is just something you do one time. It'll be on file. So if like 2 years down the road, you've just been a consumer and you share with somebody and they get their kit and you'll get a thank you check, and you don't have to fill it out again. It is there. It explains all the cool things. So yeah, so that I know we've just kind of been doing like training and question and answering at the same time here. I'm going to stop sharing my thing because that's a lot of info for this right then and there.
That was awesome.
Thanks. Did you find out the answer to that question? Did they?
Yes, I called customer service and they confirmed $375 maximum per month you can spend on your ER points.
Perfect. That's a lot, right? Like those are your ER points, and you think of like what that translates to into dollar value, and it's probably around $500. So that's exciting. $500 worth of free product. Like what? Who else is going to give that to you? Nobody. Okay, I'm going to stop recording this for people who want to jump on the replay so that it's not too lengthy. Is there anything else that you wanted to know, Candace, before we go?
No, that was great. That was more than I knew already.
Okay, that's awesome.